road in the Pac-10 Conference. That'll bode well for the Bruins.
Just when we were talking about everybody possibly being 1-1, that's not going to happen now. Let's take a look at the lineups. First of all, for the visitors from Tempe, Arizona State, it'll be Tommy Smith, Chad Pruitt, and Kenny Crandall on the front line. Avi Story will not play today. We'll talk more about that. Kyle Dodd and the junior college transfer Curtis Millage to get the start in the backcourt. Rob Evans feels that this could be a very good year for him. He's a very deep team, so he figures if one guy's not getting the job done, I've got somebody else who can step in and do the job. Very pivotal year, I think, for the Arizona State basketball program. For the Oregon State Beavers, they will start three guards. It'll be Jackson and Richie up front, both very capable. In the backcourt, Richie McKay looking for a little bit more scoring. The freshman Floyd North gets the start, along with Adam Maston, good outside shooter, and Jimmy Haywood. Richie McKay in his sixth year as a collegiate head coach, in his second year here at Oregon State. I think he has this program headed in the right direction.
Yeah, I really do. And of course, Richie, a tremendous defensive coach, did a nice job at Portland State. They moved on to Colorado State. And I think you're right. This is a pivotal year just to get the fever back in Oregon State basketball. This is a big game for Oregon State this afternoon.
Yeah, it really is. Take a look at our key matchup, and here's a couple of guys we're going to be watching very closely.
Well, Chad Pruitt, of course, a terrific player all around the basket. 63% from the field. And Ryan Jackson, certainly a guy that many felt underachieved last year, had a big freshman campaign, but playing well this year. Fouled out of a number of games last year, but I like Jackson's game. So keep an eye on that matchup, because both of these young men, if they have good games, it's going to go a long way to see who wins this one.
So these two teams very comparable at this stage. They've had a very similar preseason. That's what makes this game that much bigger. Arizona State, of course, coming off a loss at Oregon. And Oregon State coming off a heartbreaking loss to Arizona, a game they really felt they could have, and maybe even you might say should have won. Had a chance to tie it. And we're ahead with about a minute and a half to play. This is Dodd controlling the opening tip for Arizona State. Now Millage with JC transfer. Crandall back off of one position. Why not?
Why not? Good start for Arizona State. You like Kenny Crandall. He is a terrific three-point shooter, well executed by the Sun Devils, so they get off to that nice start.
This is Haywood out of Garfield High in Seattle. Or Franklin High, I beg your pardon, in Seattle. Now North, a prolific high school scorer. Post Richie up. That's Richie working on Pruitt. Tough.
Well, I can tell you this. That was a big-time power move by Phil Richie. If you're going to play behind him in the post, it may be a long night defensively.
Tommy Smith, this is a three. North can't control the rebound. That's going to be the Sun Devils' ball. Dodd will back it out near the center line. Now they start the offense. Get around Richie McCann. Now Millage is great. Quicks. Give it up to Crandall. Goes up an air ball. Millage gets it back. And draws the foul.
ASU foul on 0.
Oregon State has been somewhat foul prone. They had 50 in their last two games to their opponents' 35.
Interesting, Barry, they go zone out of bounds. You got to recognize now and do a good job. Pruitt can make that shot.
Yeah, that's the way to beat the zone right there, too. Come right up on the elbow, isn't it?
You bet. Good movement of the ball, and of course Pruitt, a guy that can step away and make a 15-footer.
Jackson now a junior guy who came here with great pumps. Now North, they want North to get more touches. Richie again, was he tough?
Oh my! I would say you're going to have to make a bit of an adjustment now and drop a guy down on the outside, or put more pressure on the ball and not allow it to go down to Philip Richie. They get an elbow in that sequence.
Tommy Smith. Incidentally, obvious story with Tommy is not playing lead rebounder back that conference last year. The reason is he threw an errant elbow, which Rob Evans determined to be particularly out of line. And he said there was a lot of that went on last year. And so he, for this game, obvious story is in street clothes and will not play.
Fire for that. He is sending a message to his guys right now that he will not tolerate any flagrant type fouls.
Rebound down to Village.
Village has got his sword over everywhere to get that one.
Came here out of Southwest Junior College in Los Angeles. Was the Junior College Player of the Year. That was an obvious story, and all he can do is look on today. The transfer from Illinois, he said he led the Pac-10 Conference rebound. And the first player ever under 6'7" to lead the Pac-10 Conference rebound.
Obviously listed at 6'6", but he may be right around that 6'5" mark. And a man now by Oregon State.
Dish came out to press on third and open. Tough start for Tommy Smith. He's let to get this crowd involved. It's very quiet here. Miller showed good hands.
Well, I don't know. You might want to take a look again at number 31. I would say he's going relatively easy, and you know, now see Pruitt's going to play in front. He's going to adjust to that. That's a nice move. Well, if he makes that one, forget it.
Nice follow though by North, but he couldn't finish it. And North finally reaches in, makes a freshman foul.
I thought defensively that whole sequence was saved by Chad Pruitt, who learned his lesson and decided to go in front of Richie. So obviously that negated the pass. Someone else shot the ball, and a good job by Arizona State to get it off. And that's what you have to do. Game adjustments, very important.
I guess he does have that ability to step out and shoot.
Yes, he does. But if he's going to make the 15-footer, then that's right.
There's Pruitt with the leaner over Richie.
Watch a 5-second count here. He moved him away from the block.
Jackson up top. His first shot misses. The rebound out of Pruitt. Pruitt again. Pruitt does have that kind of range. He can step out occasionally and shoot one from here.
I like the patience by Arizona State. They're putting touches on the ball and forcing Oregon State to play this game well executed. You know, Pruitt stepping up saying, you know what, I got a little game myself.
And a nice look down low, I thought, by Tommy Smith also.
Sun Devils are not shooting early in the possession. Neither is Oregon State. Both clubs doing a nice job of getting everybody involved and working their offense. Watch basketball. You see so many things that go on the other side of the floor. Good screen, good movement.
Beavers not shooting real well right now. He's getting high percentage shots, just not able to get them down. And with that, we'll take a timeout. 15:07 remaining here in the first half, and the visitors from Tempe have jumped out to a 5-point lead. It's 9-4 Devils.
You've got a lot to do, but time is running out for you to make your money count. Now till January 2nd, keep America rolling with 0% financing on almost every new 2002 Chevy car and truck. Plus, get $1,000 bonus cash on Chevy Silverado or Avalanche, or $500 bonus cash on other select models. 0% APR plus bonus cash ends January 2nd. Make your money count now with your Chevy dealer.
Next February, we've got the home snow. The Winter Olympics in our house, Salt Lake City, 2002. See it on the networks of NBC. advertise within the 2002 Olympic Games, call AT&T Media Services at 503-584-6510.
College Game Day, presented by Discovery. Saturday mornings on ESPN.
College Game Day Saturday is brought to you locally by your 5 Salem area Les Schwab stores.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
We welcome you back. 9-4 ball game. Well, coming up Sunday night, ACC on Fox Sports. A double dip for you once again, and what a terrific double dip it is. We'll start off with Rutgers and Virginia in game number 1. The Cavaliers ranked number 5. Then it'll be the Tulane Green Wave looking to stop the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Coverage begins at 3 o'clock Pacific right here on Fox Sports Net. The Devils shooting it pretty well right now.
They are shooting it great. When you get opportunities and you're 4 of 6, that's a nice start. That was a pretty good move right there. Stepped out of baseline. Too bad he made a positive power move to the goal. Saw the ability of Tommy Smith. And you saw a little bit of a change that time. Oregon State went trap when the ball went in the corner.
Joe C. in the ball game for Oregon State for the first time, a freshman. Joe's guy had a chance to tie the game the other night against Arizona. Came up a little bit short with a 3-point shot at the end of the game that would have done it.
Arizona won that game with Jason Gardner and Salim Stoudemire going 4 for 12 from 4.
Nice look down low to Richie, and Richie will go to the free throw line.
That's the adjustment that you have to make offensively. Watch the front inside by Pruitt. So what do you do when you front? You hold position, you lob over the top. There was no weak side help that time because they cleared everybody to the foul line. So a nice play by Oregon State to take everybody out of the baseline and lob to Richie, and he picks up the foul.
That's the free throw. Richie gets them both. He's got all 6 of Oregon State's points thus far.
Back zone now. Richie McKay shot multiple defenses. Good hands by Richie on his own.
Stepped in front, got it to Maston. Now they'll push it. There's Richie again down on the block. Nice kick out to Haywood for 3, and that's just the way you draw it up.
Oh, you sure like Richie's game, don't you, Barry? He is showing you he can score inside, take the over-the-top pass, and also compact the defense and hit the open guy. Great pass by Richie, well executed again by the Beavers.
Richie McKay was waxing effusively about Philip Richie when we spoke to him just before the game.
Yeah, Richie is a type of player that can make everybody else better. There's no question about that. He will get the ball inside. Now watch the move to the outside. The defense has to collapse on him. And then a nice look on the perimeter and a good shot by Oregon State to knock it down.
Sean Redditch in the ball game for the first time now for Rob Evans' Sun Devils.
Good effort by Jimmy Haywood also to get on the same side of the floor as Richie. And of course, Haywood, better shot selection this year than he's had in previous years, and he's playing very well for him.
He's another player I think is maturing. That was a very nice move also.
That's not a hard play to complete. I want to tell you, Richie dribbles towards Haywood. Haywood goes back cut to the goal, and it has to be perfect in order for it to work. But if the defense is overplaying, that's what you want to do.
Josie comes behind Jackson's screen, now leaves for Richie to the basket.
Joe, I can create going to the goal. See, I like that move. Well, Oregon State executed beautifully. Arizona State right in the game, 11, a little run so far by the Beavers.
I think a 7-point run for Oregon State, all since that last time out.
Yeah, you watch Philip Richie and you watch him maneuver inside. Now watch this man come to the ball. There it is right there. His man goes, and all of a sudden Richie rolls to the goal.
Nice ball with his outside.
I think he traveled.
I think he did. 5th turnover for Arizona State. Richie creating this time with the right hand off the window.
You know what that was? That was, I'll give you the ball on the side of the floor, and everybody else get out of the way. Let me take it in.
He's showing you the whole package so far.
Sure
today.
is. No question.
He's got 10 in the ballgame. 10 of his team's 13. Crandall knocks down his second three of the game. 4-3. Crandall just getting a shooting touch back. He's, as we said, on more of a mission for the past couple of years after a very good freshman season at Arizona State.
Very solid freshman year. They need Kenny Crandall's outside shooting, so he's come up with 2 big trays so far in this one.
I like to know where he served his mission. Eugene, Oregon. Joe C. taking it to the basket, and he'll go to the line and make it a 3-point play.
Well, Joe C. has made an impact since coming into the game.
Yes, comes out of a great high school.
Out of De La Salle High School, right in the Bay Area. Good high school tradition, good coaching. Young man knows how to play the game.
Haywood will sit. Into the lineup comes Brandon Payton, half-brother of Gary Payton. Transferred from Santa Barbara, sat last year, his redshirt year. And also in the Oregon State lineup comes Derek Potter, a freshman who does give him some size. Potter is a project. A big guy, 6'11", 230. Dodd for 3. Crandall with a rebound. Putback won't go. There's Potter. Clear the rebound.
Nice rebound by Potter. Look at this pass. Nice.
Lob for Richie. Somehow got a hand on it, but was on the end line.
I thought Dodd had great. I thought Dodd had nice position. It was an unbelievable catch by Richie because this is a kind of a high-risk move. Here's Richie again. He can do it anytime he wants.
Both hands showing you the whole package, as we said. His team leads by 4.
We wear a lot of hats in life. Start with this one.
Go. 3, 2,
Wait. Swordfish.
not everything ends the way you think it should.
Watch it now on pay-per-view.
Don't worry about when it's time to change your wiper blades. Get Smart Blade. It outperforms standard blades, and its exclusive wear indicator tells you when it needs replacing. Smart Blade. It's time for a change.
NFL this morning. We talk football, hardcore football.
Come out and you hit him right in the mouth.
I'm gonna get you, sucker. NFL this morning, tomorrow on Fox Sports Net.
I'm funny.
USC's Sam Clancy continues to be the Trojans' enforcer, but Washington State looks to have an answer with an upset in mind. Doubleheader tips off next Saturday on Fox Sports Net.
We welcome you back. 4-point lead, Oregon State over Arizona State. Watch the execution for the Sun Devils.
Yeah, great execution. Here's the guy to watch. This is Kenny Crandall. The ball is going to be moved around the post. Now watch Redditch on the dribble, and he is going to compact the defense. Watch this guy come right here and shoot the ball. He's going to find Crandall. There's the pass. The defense is compacted. Crandall wide open on the shot, and Sean Redditch made it happen with his dribble.
Braxton in the ball game now for the first time. Another talented freshman. There's a number of them in this game. Beavers have done a very good job on Millage, who was the leading scorer for Arizona State coming in here. Redditch misses the turnaround, and we got a foul underneath. And it's going to go against Oregon State. think they're going to get Ritchie had time on the foul.
Fourth team foul. J.S. Nash into the Beavers lineup. We're at a master.
Second foul against Ritchie, and that means that he will most likely take a seat. He does.
Well, that is a huge foul, obviously. And if you're Richie McKay now, as you said, Barry, they'd like to sit him for the majority of this first half.
Braxton will back it out. Jason Braxton, freshman from Moreno Valley, California. Redditch creating, but comes up a little bit short. C steps into the lane for the rebound.
The other thing, Oregon State's doing a nice job. Everybody blocking out, and you notice all 5 guys rebounding at the defensive end.
Going to get a foul away from the ball against Arizona State, and I think that's going to go on Osborne.
Arizona State's 15th.
Now's the time, Barry, if you're an Oregon State fan, a guy like Jackson has to step up. Richie's out of the game. You don't have the low presence that you had. So Jackson's somebody that is the focal point of the offense if they can find him.
This is Nash. Nash, another young player. I'll try to use a little clock to get you out of the game, too. There's Jackson. Knock it down for 3.
Yeah, right on cue. And I like that. Brian Jackson has to know right now that he has to take charge at the offensive end. That's been a nice run for Oregon State. My recollection, they were down 9-4. I think that's right.
This is Osborne, turnaround. A little hard off the back iron. Fight for the rebound. Loose ball, still loose. Nash gets on the floor.
Great job.
And they get it ahead to C, and now they got numbers.
Oh, you got him.
C on the wing to Jackson to the rack.
Heady play by C. You know what I liked about it? He knew Jackson was coming behind him, so he veered away from the charge. He didn't want to run anybody over on the dribble. Watch Joe C as he comes out of this scramble. Good effort to get on the ground. When it's on the ground, go down after it and see if he can get the ball. Finally, he gets to C, and C doesn't want to run anybody over. Watch when he passes. He avoids the charge, and then a good move by Jackson to take it in.
Jackson gets the roll. And the Beavers increase to an 8-point lead. And this is really not so much about what Arizona State is not doing. It's really about what the Beavers are. Getting a lot of help out, a lot of young players, too. Josie, I thought it's been very productive. Potter, who we talk about as being a project, has played well since he's come on.
He's played well. He's rebounded, and obviously a big presence inside. And Jackson has stepped up with the 2 fouls on Ritchie and is taken over at the offensive end.
Donnell Knight now comes into the lineup, as both these coaches will play a lot of bodies.
And Donnell Knight, another guy that is highly touted coming out of high school, and I really think he has an abundance of talent. He needs to get his confidence up, but he's an explosive player that can put up numbers.
Pruitt draws a crowd. So Jackson did a nice job defensively on Pruitt, but he gets his own rebound back, still in traffic, forces it up. Crowd wants a 3-second call, they won't get it. Potter gets the rebound, now it's Payton. Payton creating off the dribble. That's a shot I'm sure Richie McKay would like to see back. Village to Braxton to the basket. No, we're going the other way.
Again, defensive anticipation by Nash. How do you negate a 3-on-1 break? Well, if the guy with the ball just runs somebody over, that's exactly how to do it.
So J.S. Nash, also out of Moreno Valley, interestingly enough, a couple of freshmen on the floor right now. Jason Braxton for Arizona State, Moreno Valley, Canyon Springs High School, and Nash, the same hometown, but a different school, Rancho Verde High School. Garrett Smith with the rebound. They have kept Millage very quiet.
Yes, they have. Obviously, the Sun Devils need a productive trip. They've been blank for a long time.
Saw the opportunity and took it, but could not convert it. They have.
I think you're Oregon State not very. Why not take a look at Jackson, dictate the tempo, let's get some ball. You're right, the last shot by Payton was too quick. So get everybody involved, get some touches on it. They're not doing that.
Potter just lost the handle on that pass, and now the Sun Devils with another chance.
Still man may get hotter with a foul away from the ball on Pruitt, who was cutting through the lane.
There's the call, and now substitutions as Nash will come back into the Beavers lineup. So too will Jimmy Hayward. Crandall coming back for Rob Evans.
I recall last year we were doing an Oregon State game, Barry. They only had 6 healthy bodies.
That's right.
And the players.
He improved, as we said. I really do. I think Richie has this program headed in the right direction. Pruitt comes to the jump stop, puts it up too hard. Smith tries to follow. No, Crandall clears.
Smith has a big size advantage on Nash if he can get close to the goal.
Darnell Mott shut off nicely by Nash. Braxton, tough shot in the lane.
Well, you're right. The backcourt needs to come alive for Arizona State. They need some productivity out of their guards. And right on cue is Braxton to make a good play.
Josie for 3. Knock it down.
And fall back into the coach's lap.
Here's Braxton going into him. And they're going to get a foul this time on Jackson. Jackson fouling Braxton.
Brian Jackson foul. His
first foul on Jackson. We mentioned this earlier, but he had played in a lot of foul trouble last year. This year has been relatively foul-free. Non-shooting situation. Ian Elsek now in the ballgame. Rich McKay has played about 10 people already. And so, for that matter, is Rob Evans.
Beavers foul number 15, Ian Elsek, is first.
And I like what Arizona State Rob Evans did. You get Jackson out of the game. Richie's in foul trouble. Adam Maston not in the game, so what do? Let's put the ball right to Pruitt around the goal and see if he can do some damage. So a good adjustment by Arizona State. They're trying to punish now inside, and that's exactly what you have to do. It's going to be tough to keep all those big guys out. And as we said that, you see Brian Jackson coming back in the game.
For the Beavers.
And Nash will leave.
For J.S. Nash.
Down the free throw. Pretty good free throw shooter for a big man. We'll take a timeout. 7:53 remaining to be played first half, and the Beavers are rolling right now. They lead Arizona State by 8. We're coming back.
For better instant fun, play Scratch.
This holiday season, the compact Presario 5000 TPC will come bearing gifts, like a free color printer, a $50 instant rebate, and free shipping. Not to mention a powerful Intel Pentium 4 processor and Microsoft Windows XP Home Edition, all for just $849. And you don't even need to travel afar. Call 1-800-332-1878 to buy now. You'll get 1 great PC and 3 great gifts.
For better instant fun, play Scratch.
The Pac-10 and Fox Sports Net present Pac-10 basketball tournaments. Shooting has already begun on these blockbuster productions. Premier release dates will be March 2002, Women's Tournament in Eugene, Oregon. Men's Tournament in Los Angeles, California.
To the basket.
Who will take center stage? These tournaments are rated E for excitement.
Beavers lead it by 8 with 7:53 remaining to be played in a half. A reminder, television's most unique brand of football commentary airs tomorrow with the NFL this morning on Fox Sports Net. This week, Jay Moore, Boomer visits the Jets. Troy Aikman is live in D.C. for the Bears-Redskins game, and the guys flash back to the Immaculate Reception. I was there, as a matter of fact. NFL this morning, it's the pregame show that's really not a pregame show. Tomorrow at 7 a.m. Beavers shooting pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah, real good.
I mean,
You're at 57%. Obviously, you should be in the lead. And if you're Rob Evans, you're saying, hey, guys, we're only shooting at 35. We're down 8. We need to be a little bit better. So you got to hang in there. And Arizona State's going to go zone now, 2-3.
Moving into the corner for Haywood down north. C open for 3. Now we've got another.
That's the guy you better rotate to. This guy C. I mean, he doesn't play like a freshman. He's going, just give me the ball.
He's got 9 in the ballgame. Tough guy, too. Strong.
And he's defended Kenny Crandall, who's a terrific outside player. Got to hustle after.
Right. Jimmy Haywood gets on it first.
That's going to be an over and back. That's right. It's an over and back, but Crandall saved the goal by diving for the ball.
I don't think they called it.
Here is Joe C. again. Watch how he gets open. Does that look good when the ball is rotated to him against the zone? He got a great look and knocked it down.
Well, they're saying it's not an over and back. Richard McKay is asking Tommy Nunez, isn't that an over and back? And he said no.
Well, they may say it was deflected by Arizona State or was a possession change. But regardless, Oregon State with the ball out of bounds.
Right.
And I would be very leery now of Joe C. again taking it out.
Got a grab on Donnell Knight.
Sun Devils foul on number 2, Donnell Knight.
That is Crandall on the bench. Looks to be in some pain. Looks like they're checking his hand, and he appears to be hurting. Converts. North, a guy that averaged 36 points a game in his high school senior year, so he's a scorer. In fact, when we asked Richard McKay about it, that's exactly what he said. He's a scorer.
He's a scorer, but he's a guy that when you get to this level has to make an adjustment or two because he's used to shooting with numerous times in high school. So, it's a big mental adjustment to get into a team game to make sure that you take good shots. And he's adjusted well. He has obviously not going to put anywhere near those kind of numbers in his first year, but he's a talented young guy.
Oregon State leads it by 13. Village misses badly off the left side. Elsef drives in the lane, gets a hand on the rebound, but then North controls it.
Good screen out that time by Elsef. He did a nice job to get his body in the way and control that rebound. There he goes again. Doesn't matter if you zone him or if you man him. He's going to try to find a way to score. He has played a heck of a game. Didn't start, but he's been as effective as anybody the Beavers have had in the first half.
ASU trying to extend the defense here. C leaves it for Elsef, has it rejected by Pruitt.
The Beavers very good, and all of this was Philip Ritchie on the bench.
That's right. Braxton off the glass. Braxton showing great mobility in the lane. I think he's given ASU a little bit of a lift. ASU extending the defense, making Oregon State start a lot deeper. C was open for just a minute. Jackson didn't see it. And now we're getting an offensive foul. Back in. That's going to be 2 on Jackson.
Yeah, here is Joe C. and a nice play inside and a beautiful block by Chad Pruitt. And then Pruitt right back at the offensive end, or rather Jackson at the offensive end, but Pruitt holding position. That's kind of a tough call, and a tough call on Jackson, but give Chad Pruitt credit. He's hanging in there and doing a nice job at both ends of the floor. Good numbers, 8 points and 3 rebounds. And the most effective player so far in the first half of the Sun Devils.
Officials Dave Libby and Tommy Nunez having a little discussion here. You want to see an officiating crew do that. Make sure they're all on the same page.
I think right now, if you're Rob Evans, you've got to really get your guys in the mindset that you want to try to get this to about 7 at halftime. And we've got to say we have not played our best game so far, and Oregon State's had a lot to do with it. So hang in there, keep executing, keep working hard, and let's stay in this game.
Now Tommy Nunez will call both Richie McKay and Rob Evans over and just explain whatever it is. And I must say, I'm not quite sure what it is they're talking about. They were talking about whether or not the possession arrow changed because that call was made prior to the inbounds pass, and so I guess that's the that was the issue, and they decided that it does.
Glad we had that cleared up. So now the possession arrow is in the right direction towards Oregon State.
Tommy Smith throws it away.
Well, those are the kind of turnovers. You're trying to come back. You're 11 down. You're trying to execute your offense. You're really not getting pressured that hard, and you just put the ball in the stands. And Oregon State has not missed too many opportunities when they've had a chance to run their offense and score so far this afternoon.
Jackson playing with the 2 fouls. Richie McKay taking kind of a calculated risk, keeping him out there. He's got Philip Ritchie on the bench with 2 fouls, and I suspect Ritchie will probably stay there the rest of the half. North gets into the lane.
Well, you saw his explosiveness right there. What a quick first step. Just rise and finish.
Braxton trying to come the other way, got a block, and that may be Jackson's 3rd.
The fans don't like the call, but here's what you have to assess. Was Jackson moving? Did he get there in time? I thought he did move a little bit to the left. Braxton takes it in there, and I thought he was moving just a bit because Braxton slid to his right, and so did Jackson to go with him. So that is his 3rd personal foul. So obviously he'll be out of the game.
Well, we said Richie was taking a calculated risk. Looked to me like his feet were planted. He moved into him with his chest.
I think that's a good call. I thought Braxton's a guy that, with his movement in the air, forced Ritchie to move laterally, and that's why the foul went against. But obviously, you know, that's a tough call. It could go either way.
Howard comes into the ball game now for the first time. Jonathan Howard, sophomore out of Phoenix. This is Adam Maston. He hasn't had a shot in this ball game. He's a pretty good shooter.
Yeah, Adam bringing the ball up the floor, just setting up the offense and setting screens. They haven't needed it so far.
Now Hayward, they'll try to utilize some clock. I agree with you, Danny. I think Oregon State is running its offense very well, especially considering the circumstances. This is Elseth. He's a walk-on freshman.
Now they may get Elseth after he dribbled off. He may have moved to set a screen, and I think that's what Tommy Nunez is going to have. He's going to have a screen, a foul against Elseth. And as he's dribbling, watch his dribble here. He may move his body, and he did. He kind of moved his body and smacked right into Crandall, and that's where the foul occurred. So this is a nice opportunity for the Sun Devils to try to cut this lead to 10.
So obviously Crandall is okay. You saw him on the sideline just a few moments ago, and there appeared to be some pain. But I guess he's all right. He's back out there. He's going to miss that free throw.
This is not a real bad shooting free throw team. They're shooting 68% as a team. You'd like it to be in the 70s, but they're on a streak here, to my recollection, of missing 3 or 4 in a row.
Crandall 1 out of 2.
Number 20, Brad Nara in the lineup.
And now Nara will come into the lineup. Brad Nara, a senior from Lexington, Kentucky.
Had some big games for Arizona State last year. Of course, we all know a tremendous golfer.
Yeah, that's right.
He is a great golfer.
Beats the coaching staff all the time.
And he's a very heady player, a good defender.
Here's Hayward. Have a look now. We'll try to utilize some clock again. North off the dribble again. Good first step. He couldn't finish the shot though. A rebound down to Crandall.
If the Sun Devils can push it and get an opportunity shot.
Howard had a look. Passed it up. Now Nara. And from behind, they're going to get Elseth.
Pruitt's a tough cover. And they're always looking for him secondary offense. If you don't have it right away, let Chad Pruitt work. Let him get position. Richie McKay doesn't like the call. But Elseth was trying to get around the front of Pruitt and couldn't do it.
Shooting 2.
Elseth, as we said, a walk-on freshman. That's a tough matchup for him with Chad Pruitt. Chad Pruitt, one of the great baseball fans down in the Phoenix area. Big Diamondbacks fan. Got to be a very happy guy these days.
Diamondbacks aren't slowing down, too. They're continuing to sign guys. And
yep. Talk about signing David Wells.
Yeah, well, they got a pretty formidable staff. They had a pretty good one before they got Wells.
Yeah, they did.
Arizona State put a little pressure on to get after him, try to get a couple of stops. And they're right in the game now. They've closed it to 9.
A grab foul.
Fans are finally clapping. They felt the calls have not gone their way.
There's Rob Evans. Rob coming to Arizona State from Mississippi State. Put a very successful program together and very confident that this team could make a little noise before the season's all done.
Yeah, we talked about it at the top of the show. I really think for Arizona State to have a good year, a guy like Tommy Smith has to be big. And he hasn't been big in this game so far, but he's a guy that has to score big and block shots and get some rebounds. Then he needs Pruitt, who's done a nice job, and some guard play. And Rob's got a ton of guys he's playing. He's playing 11, 12 people, and I'm sure he'd like to cut that rotation down. But he's looking for a combination to be successful on the floor.
Adam Maston converts both, and the lead is back to 11. And we'll take a timeout with 3:47 remaining. Richie McKay getting a lot of help off the bench. This guy, Joe C., has knocked down 9 so far in the ball game. Beavers lead it by 11, and we're coming back to Gill Coliseum after this.
You've got a lot to do, but time is running out for you to make your money count. Now till January 2nd, keep America rolling with 0% financing on almost every new 2002 Chevy car and truck. Plus, get $1,000 bonus cash on Chevy Silverado or Avalanche, or $500 bonus cash on other select models. 0% APR plus bonus cash ends January 2nd. Make your money count now at your Chevy dealer.
Silver dollar, silver dollar. Silver Dollar Casino is the taste of the tropics.
This is Nick and Tamiko from the Silver Dollar Casinos.
Inviting you to escape to a taste of the tropics. Dine, save, and play.
Dine at the 24-hour restaurant. Save with Silver Dollar Days and play for the highest payouts in the state on many exciting Vegas-style games. Nick, go deep.
And the $20,000 super giveaway featuring a trip for 2 to the championship game in New Orleans.
The Silver Dollar Casino.
Enter today.
ASU basketball. Rutgers looks to stop the explosive running gun attack of Roger Mason in top 5 power Virginia. Then teams on the rise square off as Tulane looks to take down Georgia Tech. ACC Sunday Night Hoops tomorrow on Fox Sports Net. Basketball evolved to its highest state.
Welcome back. The Beavs lead it by 11, 3:47 left. Let's look back on what could be a very key play in this ball game, Danny.
Well, and here's Braxton. He's going to take the dribble all the way down the lane. Now watch Jackson here. He's going to come over and establish. Does he have position or doesn't he? And I think it was a good call. I think Jackson was moving to his left, picked up the 3rd foul. Braxton did a nice job to maneuver his body. So when you look at it on replay, I think the official made a good play.
Randall pops off the screen, drop it down for Pruitt. Pruitt converts over Elseth. Elseth's just having a tough time handling Pruitt. Plus, he's got 3 fouls. But Richie McKay doesn't have a lot of choice. With Richie and Jackson now sitting next to each other on the bench. He just wants to get through this half, I think. And there's a turnover, and now the Sun Devils have a chance to cut into this lead a little more. Here's Dodd.
I think he looked right back and threw it inside. Well, unless Dodd didn't.
Had a pretty good look, though, and the rebound down in the hands of Hayward. Now Joe C. Perfect, 3 of 3.
And a nice floor goal.
Give it up that time to Elseth to the basket, and another nice play by the freshman.
Well, he's a terrific young player. You know what he has? He has an innate ability to make the right play in traffic. Savvy, you bet. Some guys have it and some don't. Josie definitely has it.
turnaround. Not much help for Pruitt that time.
Who got the rebound?
Yeah, it's amazing. Who got? Here's North. They want to use a little clock here, coming down toward the 2-minute mark. Sun Devils with a real opportunity to dig into this lead, and to Oregon State's credit, they just have not allowed that to happen.
There he goes again.
That time they tried to give it up, and Howard stepped in front.
They played him for the pass that time. And, good job by the Sun Devils. That's the first mistake I think C has made in the half. Well, take him out.
Yeah, that's right. Get him out of there.
Get him out of there.
Pruitt again working on Elson. Now he tries to face Elson up. Crandall for three. He's got a couple. Now he's got three.
Kenny Crandall for three.
Chad Pruitt's doing it all. Kenny Crandall with a brilliant first half shooting the basketball, but Pruitt's the guy that made it all happen. When he gets it inside, everybody surrounds him. Unselfish play. Watch Pruitt inside, Barry. Look at the 4 white shirts around him, and Kenny Crandall, good job to free himself up and get some space between he and the defender, and he knocks down yet another 3. And don't look now, but the Sun Devils only down 8.
Well, Crandall's got 10. 22 of the 27 points scored by Crandall and Pruitt for Arizona State. Not a lot of balance. Coming up at halftime, we got the John Wooden Award profile. It'll be Jason Capono of UCLA. We'll look around some of the scores around and about the country today, and we'll have first half stats and highlights. A lot of stuff to talk about at halftime. UCLA had to come from behind and win up on the Palouse today. A couple of gutsy wins for UCLA up in the Northwest.
They were tested. UCLA definitely tested up here, and had not won in 4 years at Washington. Got that one. You look at the numbers, and Arizona State 9 of 23, and of course the Beavers 11 of 19, which is terrific. So if they can keep that up, Oregon State can be tough to beat here.
Getting high percentage shots. That one was. And the follow was up and good by Maston, but they're going to say he was over the top. So we're going to walk the other way. And again, the Sun Devils with an opportunity to cut into this lead.
Haywood with the opportunity shot, and then Maston. And again, that's another tough one. You don't see a whole lot of contact, but Adam Maston has to be chagrined because I thought he made a terrific tap in. Curtis Village now with an opportunity to close this gap. You know, good things happen when you get in front of guys and you block them out. You know, you may not get the rebound, and Millage didn't get the rebound that time, but Maston did have to go over the back, and Millage will get an opportunity now to make a couple of free throws.
Village has made that jump from the junior college ranks into Division I basketball very well. 1 out of 2. But it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, the California Junior College Player of the Year last year. And Village had high credentials coming in.
This is North.
You notice without Ritchie and Jackson in there, it's more of a perimeter game.
Aston trying to create, couldn't get the spin off the window, and now here come the Sun Devils. 3-on-3. Millage stops, can't get it. Too hard off the back rim. Got about a 17-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock there. Oregon State, needless to say, wants a productive possession this time.
This is a big stop for the Sun Devils if they can get it. They get
North knocked down a 3. North has been a factor in this game.
Well, you can see he's got great upside. You can see North to be a heck of a player in the Pac-10 Conference.
5 of 7 beyond the arc for Oregon State so far in this game.
And North is a guy that's used to shooting the ball, and Nash is someone who can look at him draw the defense. That was a nice penetration dribble to get 2 guys on Nash, and then North spots up and makes a big shot. Because I think you're right. Rich McGay just wanted to get out of this half, hopefully with an 8, 9, 10-point lead.
Well, I think to have a 10-point lead with his 2 best players on the bench for much of the half, and his best player on the bench for most of the half, it really says something.
You saw that graphic, 5 of 7 for the Beavers from 3-point range. So obviously that's just terrific shooting.
Justin Allen in the ball game for the first time now. This is a guy who has already come up with a big victory in defeating Hodgkin's disease. He's in the lineup now for Rob Evans. So Rob has played about 13 guys in this game so far.
Looking for a combination, giving everybody a shot.
I'll play for the last shot here, 12 seconds.
And they need a score. This would be a big lift for the Sun Devils if they could get a score and they don't.
And they tried to pop Crandall off the screen. It was well defended by Oregon State. Now the Beavers actually have a chance with 3.3. They're going to get Joe C back into the lineup. They're going to get all their three-point shooters in the lineup.
Yeah, good move. You get Coakley in, you get C in. You might want to look length of the court here. Why not take a shot? Of course, the other side of the coin, if you're Richie McKay, he may look up and say, we're up 10. We don't want to make a turnover and give Arizona State a chance to score.
They're going to get a shot at it here. Nash fires it up. Didn't quite get it. Had a pretty good look at it, though, didn't he?
Had a great look.
That's a great half of basketball for Richie McKay's Oregon State Beavers when you stop to consider that Richie missed about 12 minutes of the half after contributing 10 points early. It's the Beavs by 10 at the intermission.
Thomas and the Bears. Davis and the Redskins. Fox NFL Sunday tomorrow, noon Eastern, 9 Pacific.
Are you one of the millions of American males who would like increased sexual energy? If you've been considering Viagra as a solution, consider something different. All-natural Enerx. Clinical studies show various ingredients of Enerx enhance sexual energy, increasing desire, performance, and satisfaction. Enerx is all natural with no side effects. With Enerx, you'll feel the increased energy within minutes and with no chemicals. We're so sure you and your mate will be completely satisfied. We'll offer you a 30-day, no questions asked, full refund. Enerx stimulates sexual energy by expanding the blood vessels, causing increased blood flow to specific areas of the body. Unleash the power of Enerx now.
Call 1-800-428-9360 toll-free, and it will be delivered discreetly to your home. Get results using the safe, all-natural alternative, Enerx.
Hey, how's it going up there?
Good.
Well, I was just wondering, I can get out of this satellite contract at any time, right?
Oh, yeah, you can get out of it. Sure, we'll let you go.
With satellite, you get locked in. No long-term contracts, no commitment. Problem solved. Digital cable from AT&T Broadband.
Seasons change, and so can you. Start changing your body and life with Fitness Made Simple's Fall into Fitness Special. Build the body of your dreams with 2 of our best-selling videos, AM/PM workouts and the Awesome Hour, Upper Body Home Workout.
AM/PM Workouts has 10 to 15-minute morning and evening home workouts. The Awesome Hour Upper Body Home Workout is my favorite video for sculpting the chest, back, arms, shoulders, and abs.
Get both videos for $29.95, and if you order now, you'll also get this audio tape on the most effective fat loss supplements free. Have your credit card ready and call now.
You're watching Fox Sports Net.
We welcome you back to the Pacific Northwest City Hall here in Corvallis, Oregon. Kind of a sleepy college town and surviving some cold and rather damp weather. Where the hometown team, though, is heating things up. They lead at 38-28. Let's take a moment now to take a look at one of the leading candidates for the John Wooden Award, Jason Capono.
It's time to take a look at the candidates for the John R. Wooden Award All-American Team. UCLA Bruin forward Jason Capono attended Artesia High School in Southern California. That school was also the alma mater of former Bruin and Wooden Award winner Ed O'Bannon. The 6'7" junior would like to follow in Mr. O'Bannon's footsteps, both as a national champion and as the 3rd UCLA player to win the Wooden Award. As one of the most potent offensive weapons in the country, he'll definitely receive some consideration. Jason is a scorer. The history major holds the Bruins record for three-pointers scored and is quickly climbing up the ranks of the school's all-time scoring greats. The 2-time All-Pac-10 selection was a Wooden Award finalist last season and is a good bet to repeat that feat in 2002. The John R. Wooden Award will be presented live from the Los Angeles Athletic Club Sunday, April 7th on Fox Sports Net. The college basketball season doesn't end until this trophy has been presented.
Well, Jason Capono and his mates today got it on with Washington State and scrapped it out and wound up winning. We're going to take a look at some of the results from around the country, maybe see a little of Jason Capono when we come back.
You can tell her you love her with words.
Or you can show her your love with diamonds.
Give the gift that will show your love all year long. A diamond from International Jewelers.
The finest quality.
Every loose diamond is independently certified.
The largest selection.
More choices means getting something special and unique just for her.
The lowest prices.
Your holiday budget goes farther at International Jewelers. Near the mall, not nearly the price. International Jewelers.
The all-new Champs Karting is the finest racing and entertainment center in the Northwest, with clean, safe, powerful supercars. Grab a sandwich and a beer at the Champs Grill, or hit the game arcade. Bring a friend, bring a date, bring your team. Champs is the perfect place to have a meeting or a party. Champs is in Redmond, right behind Ethan Allen. Mention this ad and your second race is free. Champs Karting, real racing, real fun.
In 1996, Nancy Garski came to Sterling Savings Bank for a business loan. Turns out it was Nancy's dream to purchase a fitness club. The very club, in fact, where she'd been employed for the past 15 years. You see, Nancy believes that there are two kinds of people in the world. Those who merely reach for their dreams, and those who grab their dreams by the scruff of the neck and make them do 3 more reps than they did last week.
And what would you like, Timmy?
Okay, due to the length of this line and the unbearable constriction of my tights, I'm gonna make this easy for everyone. I'm guessing young Timmy wants America's favorite PC, a Dell. And as luck would have it, you can get Timbo here. A complete Dell system with an Intel Pentium 4 processor for just $8.99. And right now, the shipping is free. Plus, every Dell is backed by award-winning service and support. You don't even have to load up the Slade. Just call or go online, and Dell will help you build the PC that's right for you.
At $8.99, a Dimension desktop with an Intel Pentium 4 processor is the perfect gift for anyone. Call or go online today, and the shipping is free. There's great deals on notebooks, too.
Little dude, you are getting a Dell.
Holiday values made easy. Easy as Dell.
Barry Tompkins, Dan Bellamity, halftime here at Gill Coliseum, where the home team, the Oregon State Beavers, lead the Arizona State Sun Devils by 10. Meanwhile, up in Pullman, Washington today, looked for all the world as though the Cougs might pull a surprise. Didn't happen, though.
No, it didn't happen. Of course, Danny Gadzurek, what a play in there to take it in and score. He had a big trip up here in the Northwest, played well against Washington State. How about Mike Bush? Let's just come off the football field. Let's just come on the basketball court, and let's just make shots. And again, inside, look at Gadzurek, a great pass by Billy Knight. So UCLA playing well, and of course, there's Capono to make the jumper.
Yeah, they had to come from behind, but they did it, and that's what's really important. 2 wins up in the Pacific Northwest for UCLA, and everybody says, you know, in the Pac-10 conference this year, you got to get what you can get on the road and hope to hold serve at home, and 2 victories on the road for UCLA, not bad. How about Oklahoma State? They were behind much of that game.
Yeah, they were behind and had a big second half to beat Arkansas, and they're undefeated, still undefeated. Michigan State gets a win, and Marquette gets beat by Wisconsin, so Marquette no longer undefeated.
And Michigan State now 53 in a row at home, but that's Seton Hall played them pretty close, I thought. So that's what's happening around the country. We'll come back, more halftime activities from here in Corvallis, Oregon, where Oregon State leads Arizona State 38-28. Don't go away.
Jaguar, part of the new Hertz Prestige collection. Jaguar, if it's your kind of car, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige collection. Volvo, part of the new Hertz Prestige collection. Volvo, if it's your kind of car, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige collection.
Time for the Jack-in-the-Box play of the day. The always dangerous Boston Bean punt returner Terrell Garbanzo is ready to burn the carnivores with his 3rd TD.
But he didn't get far as the carnivore blimp pilot breaks through the wedge with an emphatic, "Not in my house." Play of the day is brought to you by the $1.99 Ultimate Cheeseburger. 2 monster patties and 3 slices of melting cheese for just $1.99. Eat like a carnivore. Come to Jack in the Box, where we don't make it till a carnivore orders it.
Here's a gift everyone will want to open. The compact Rosario 1700T notebook with a laser-sharp screen, hot swappable drives, and a powerful Intel Pentium 3 processor, all tucked in one neat little package, which will be shipped free, courtesy of a couple of reindeer we know. It's just $12.49. So give us a jingle at 1-888-271-1826 to buy now and receive a $50 instant rebate plus free shipping. Hurry while there's still room on the sleigh.
I feel good about being able to bring them here, and I can take my hour and really concentrate on me and not have to worry about them.
I'm 60 years old, I don't like to exercise, so I need to be close or else I won't do it.
Join the leader. Visit us at our new Battle Creek Club located just south of Kugler at 6250 South Commercial.
There's no thrill like discovery. Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
Brought to you by your Les Schwab Tire Center, where we guarantee our service like we guarantee our tires.
We welcome you back to the campus here at the University of Oregon, Oregon State University, I should say, in Corvallis, Oregon. Fans inside Gill Coliseum enjoying what they're seeing, and why not? They're seeing a pretty good game so far by the home team that's had to make do with its better players on the bench.
Yeah, really, and you look at Oregon State, and of course, they get Richie on the bench with the 2 fouls, and of course, Brian Jackson also in foul trouble. So if you're Richie McKay, you have to be extremely pleased you got a 10-point lead. And I think if you're Rob Evans right now, Barry, you can tell your guys, hey, we played a ton of guys in the first half, and that didn't happen by accident. I'm trying to find somebody that can play well, that can try to win this game. They're down 10. It's not insurmountable. They need their guys to start getting some stops, and they need to convert in the open court.
Yeah, only 4 ASU players scored in the first half. I know Rob Evans wants more than that. Take a look at Richie, though. He only played 8 minutes, but what an 8 minutes.
Yeah, what a strong 8 minutes. And you saw Richie did pick up the 2 fouls, but, I mean, he is a powerhouse around the goal. You get him the ball, and he's just going to knock you down. He's going to take it in. He's going to score. And you look at the numbers with Richie. How about Joe C?
12 minutes off the bench. He knocks down a couple of threes. And I thought North did a very nice job, too, the freshman.
Yeah, North made some big shots. Brian Jackson, I thought, stepped up and made a shot or two. He played a solid half.
Arizona State, as we said, Rob Evans has got to be asking for volunteers here.
Oh, he's asking for some help. He wants some guys to step up. Chad Pruitt, I thought was sensational in the first half. He's a guy that made plays inside and out. He drew the charge, and he had really a superb first half. But other guys have to do the job. You can't just get 12, 10, 5, and 1. That doesn't work. No. You need some help.
4 guys scored. 22 of the 28 put up by Pruitt and Crandall. Rob Evans is indeed going to have to find somebody to step up and share the scoring load. Oregon State leads it by 10. They'll have a full deck to start the second half.
Our Hertz Pac-10 Student Athlete of the Week is California senior guard Dennis Gates. One of the league's defensive standouts, Gates has already graduated with a bachelor's degree in sociology. Now a graduate student in education, he was a first-team All-Pac-10 academic last year, and off the court, he is a peer advisor with Cal's Athletic Study Center. This year, he is also the team captain for the Golden Bears. Dennis Gates of California, our Hertz Pac-10 Student Athlete of the Week.
NFL this morning.
We talk football, hardcore football.
Come out and you hit him right in the mouth.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
NFL This Morning, tomorrow on Fox Sports Net.
I'm funny.
USC's Sam Clancy continues to be the Trojans' enforcer, but Washington State looks to have an answer with an upset. Doubleheader tips off next Saturday on Fox Sports Net.
Are you one of the millions of American males who would like increased sexual energy? If you've been considering Viagra as a solution, consider something different. All-natural Enerx. Clinical studies show various ingredients of Enerx enhance sexual energy, increasing desire, performance, and satisfaction. Enerx is all natural with no side effects. With Enerx, you'll feel the increased energy within minutes and with no chemicals. We're so sure you and your mate will be completely satisfied. We'll offer you a 30-day, no questions asked, full refund. Enerx stimulates sexual energy by expanding the blood vessels, causing increased blood flow to specific areas of the body. Unleash the power of Enerx now.
Call 1-800-428-9360 toll-free, and it will be delivered discreetly to your home. Get results using the safe, all-natural alternative, Enerx.
You are a wuss, obnoxious, sexy man, fat bastard. Hey, I'm trying to talk over here.
The best damn sports show, period. Sports television redefined.
Welcome back, Barry Tompkins, Dan Belwamity. We're prepared to start the second half here in Corvallis, where Oregon State leads Arizona State by 10. Here are the numbers at the end of the first half, and Beavers shooting pretty well.
Well, they're shooting it real well, Barry, and look what they're doing. They're scoring inside. They're scoring right around the basket, and they're doing a nice job from three-point range. How about this right here? 5 of 8 from outside. So they're just having an extremely good first half. Here's your key matchup. Chad Pruitt, who's had a big half, and he has really won this battle, but still not enough help for Pruitt. He needs other guys. I think Brian Jackson is someone that can step up a bit in the second half, but obviously Pruitt needs a supporting cast if Arizona State's going to come back and try to win this game.
Same starting lineups for both teams. Village with just 1 point, Smith with no points, and those are two of the leading scorers for Arizona State.
And don't forget, Arizona State's a club that steals the ball. They get a lot of them, and they haven't had many in this game.
Pruitt, turnaround, had a good look, couldn't get it down, North clears. Aston will back it out.
You know what you're trying to do, Barry. Run their offense. You're trying to get Richie the ball. This is not a bad idea.
Back to it down. Now Haywood. Nice job by Dodd to reach in. He got all ball. It'll be Oregon State ball, but they have 7 seconds on the shot clock, and they have to recognize that.
And you know what they love to do out of bounds? They like to lob the ball to 31, Richie. Watch this guy right here get position. They will try to lob him the ball or find him quick. Well, that time he quick jump.
Haywood missed the jumper, and Pruitt clears. Crandall, he had a good first half. Maston got a hand on that one. Nice job by Adam Maston.
Well, you can see the mode Oregon State would like to play. Many touches, try to get it to Jackson or Richmond right there.
Drop down, help out that time. That's going to be off the Sun Devils, and it'll be Oregon State ball. Plenty of time on the shot. Well, they'll have a new shot clock, 35.
Jason Braxton into the Sun Devils lineup.
Braxton comes in, and Village will sit immediately. Just 1 minute and 9 seconds into the half. A lot for Richie. Why not?
You know, that's a good out-of-bounds play. I like the one where you can throw it up in the air, and guess what? Your big guy's going to come down with it and score.
I really like Richie. Nice job by Maston on the defensive end again. 2 trips in a row.
Well, he's one of the top power players in the conference. No question. He is an impact player and someone that can put up numbers.
That time Richie dropped it down for Jackson. Now Haywood, good look. Got it. Biggest lead of the game right now for Oregon State. Exactly the start that Rob Evans did not want here in the second half. As his team goes in 10 down, now they trail by 14, 42-28. Beavers, we're coming back.
The Pac-10 and Fox Sports Net present Pac-10 basketball tournaments. Shooting has already begun on these blockbuster productions. Premiere release dates will be March 2002, Women's Tournament in Eugene, Oregon. Men's Tournament in Los Angeles, California.
To the basket.
Who will take center stage? These tournaments are rated E for excitement.
Are you one of the millions of American males who would like increased sexual energy? If you've been considering Viagra as a solution, consider something different. All-natural Enerx. Clinical studies show various ingredients of Enerx enhance sexual energy, increasing desire, performance, and satisfaction. Enerx is all natural with no side effects. With Enerx, you'll feel the increased energy within minutes and with no chemicals. We're so sure you and your mate will be completely satisfied. We'll offer you a 30-day, no questions asked, full refund. Enerx stimulates sexual energy by expanding the blood vessels, causing increased blood flow to specific areas of the body. Unleash the power of Enerx now.
Call 1-800-428-9360 toll-free, and it will be delivered discreetly to your home. Get results using the safe, all-natural alternative, Enerx.
Arizona State trailing by 14. What a great out-of-bounds play the last time down by Oregon State. Watch him clear a guy out, and then they're going to lob over the top to Ritchie. Look at the pin by Ritchie, and they just lob it over the top. Maston with a beautiful pass. Well executed off of that side out of bounds. And you said, but see how they cleared that whole area out and got the easy score.
Meanwhile, the Sun Devils have not scored in the second half. Tommy Smith blocked by Ritchie. Smith again got Ritchie in the air that time.
Much needed score, obviously, for Rob Evans coming out of that timeout. And good to see Tommy Smith get a hoop.
First basket of the game for him.
We've got Rob in there again. He just climbs up and gets it every time.
And then leaves it nicely for Hayward. Hayward couldn't hold on to it. It'll be a turnover, but not a bad pass. Ritchie bangs himself in the head saying I shouldn't have made it, but I didn't think it was so bad.
I'll tell you the other thing you notice about Philip Ritchie. Nice presence inside with the ball. You know, he doesn't panic. He doesn't force. If guys are cutting, he's a beautiful passer. He will get you the ball.
There's Dodd trying to penetrate. Braxton knocks Hayward down, no call. Good defense being played by the Beavers. Dodd penetrates and gets it down.
Well, two guys that needed big hoops got them so far in the second half. I thought Dodd needed to get off and make a basket. They needed some backcourt help. And, of course, Tommy Smith also. So Arizona State has a great timeout by Rob Evans. Takes the timeout. They get 4 in a row.
It's back to a 10-point ball game. That's where it was at halftime. A lot of standing around going on right now. Here's Ritchie again. Jump hook, a little short. The rebound to Smith, but a foul's going to be called. Did he push off?
Now they may get Dodd or they may get Smith. I think they got Kyle Dodd. Here's your out-of-bounds play again. You just have to be so alert when you're playing Oregon State because every out-of-bounds play, you have to watch 31 Ritchie.
That time he came up and set a screen for Hayward.
What a difference in basketball when you have a go-to guy that can score around the basket. Well, we saw that earlier when we saw Gonzaga when they played Washington. They had some guys that could punch the ball inside, and Violet and Gord that could score. And it makes a big difference when you have that threat with your back to the basket. Look at Dan Gadzurk, what he did against Washington State. When you have that player that can finalize, all of a sudden it opens up all kinds of plays for you on the outside. There it is again.
Yep, another lob for Ritchie and a kick out to Jackson. They utilize the clock. I like what Oregon State does. They look for that early shot. If it's not there, then they just get into their rhythm, get into their offense.
Patience, poise, execution. Well drilled.
Aston tried to leave it for Ritchie, and they turn it over again. There's Braxton coming the other way. Got the baseline. Aston again steps in front. He's got 2 blocks here in the second half, and Smith missed a jam. Smith again runs into Jackson. This is Crandall for 3, no. And another chance, 4 chances, and then Haywood picked Pruitt clean but stepped on the end line, and Sun Devils will still have the ball.
The rebounding has kept them in the game. They're down 10, but they're doing a great job of rebounding the ball.
And I'm sure that's exactly what Richie McKay will talk about during this timeout. His team leads it by 10.
Go. 3, 2, wait.
Swordfish.
Not everything ends the way you think it should.
Watch it now on pay-per-view.
You've got a lot to do, but time is running out for you to make your money count. Now till January 2nd, keep America rolling with 0% financing on almost every new 2002 Chevy car and truck. Plus, get $1,000 bonus cash on Chevy Silverado or Avalanche, or $500 bonus cash on other select models. 0% APR plus bonus cash ends January 2nd. Make your money count now at your Chevy dealer.
Don't worry about when it's time to change your wiper blades. Get Smart Blade, the revolutionary new wiper blade that not only outperforms standard blades, its exclusive wear indicator turns from black to yellow when it needs replacing, which, trust us, will be a while. Smart Blade, it's time for a change. Look for Smart Blade at these stores everywhere.
You know what being a man is all about? It's not about being tough. It's not about guns. It's not about kicking butt. It's about being a good son. It's about being a good father. It's about taking care of your family. It's about being respected for who you are and not who you can beat up.
Beavs lead it by 10, 15:51 remaining. A reminder, New Year's Eve, it's the second annual Silicon Valley Football Classic as David Carr and the 20th ranked Fresno State Bulldogs get it on with T.J. Duckett and the Michigan State Spartans. The second annual Silicon Valley Football Classic is New Year's Eve at 3 Eastern, noon Pacific, only on Fox Sports Net. David Carr will be the first quarterback taken in the draft.
First player taken?
First quarterback.
I know that. Maybe first player.
Could be. See in the ballgame for the first time here in the second half. Very productive in the first.
Got to be alert here not to get a 5. Good job to release the ball.
Asden looks down for Richie, and he got a grab from behind. Called on Osborne.
Foul number 33, Chris Osborne, is first Arizona State's 3rd team foul.
Now the zone. There's Arizona State likes to switch it up. They go zone from the out of bounds. They're important now for the Beavers to recognize and run their offense, overload, and get some touches on it.
Oregon State does have some good perimeter shooters. Here's one of them. Look out. Just off the right side, Crandall the rebound. C tried to step in front, couldn't do it, but still to the Sun Devils ball.
A great feel for the game. He has abilities on the floor you cannot teach. He just knows where the ball is and understands how to position, plays the passing lanes well. Very impressed, obviously, with Joe C. this afternoon. If I look at Tommy Smith, he's going to rely on that jumper. He gets it down, and the guy guarding him has 3 fouls. So Tommy, nice to see him get off in the second half, but he has to understand that if he can take something toward the goal, he's not going to be defended very hard by Jackson, because Jackson certainly doesn't want to pick up his 4th foul.
There you see the shooting numbers, 3-point shooting numbers.
31% on the year, he was 56 this afternoon.
Asden, he can stick it, yes, and does.
All lefties can shoot it.
Yeah, you're right.
He looked good shooting that. It's one of those, he gets the Gregory Hines in rhythm jump shots of the game.
That's right. Smith now will drive on Jackson. It's blocked from behind by Richie. Go see the penetration and the block that'll go against Dodd.
Well, here's your movement, and Adam Maston, nice pass from inside to out. And of course, nice rotation, elbow in, perfect extension, and Adam Maston knocks it down, but a good pass on the interior to get him the ball.
J.S. Nash checks in for the Beavers.
Hard to man-to-man Oregon State on those out of bounds because they isolate Richie and then he can hurt you.
Yep.
So Arizona State going to the zone just to try to force that inbound pass to midcourt.
Yes, defensive blow for Jackson, and Jackson puts it in off the window.
Nice pass, wasn't it? You talk about Joe C with good vision. Richie has that same kind of feel in the game. When he gets the ball, just move. He'll find it.
Tommy Smith draws a crowd again. Tried to force something that time, and good job by Oregon State just to hold position.
Well, you can really dictate the tempo now if you're Oregon State.
Fantastic thought about it there. And they got Jackson, and that's going to be his fourth. And now he'll have to sit for quite a while.
Fourth team foul. Fourth team foul on the Beavers.
Here's the great pass by Jackson. Tried to get it inside and it was deflected. And then, that's kind of a tough one. It looked like Haywood used his arm to push Jackson off, but Brian Jackson picks up the foul.
Ian Elseth in the lineup
he will
for
sit.
Brian Jackson.
So Elseth, the walk-on freshman, replaces him. And now he's got a tough assignment trying to guard Tommy Smith here. He's got 3 fouls also. Pruitt. Can't get it. Nash there for the rebound.
Pruitt shoots it on the perimeter, Barry. Not much in terms of rebounding for Arizona State. It's a definite 1 and out.
Richie to Maston, blocked by Smith. And we're going to go the other way. Nice job by Tommy Smith for the help that time.
Curtis Village, along with number 23, Jonathan Howard.
Nice pass inside.
Sun Devils lineup.
By Arizona State, and they will retain possession because it went off of Maston. So the Sun Devils just cannot close this. They got it to 9, but they just cannot get the gap narrowed. Boy, also, Thomas Smith going after it inside.
Smith got the baseline, tries the reverse, it won't go, but Pruitt follows it in. Pruitt looks to me like he's dropped a few pounds.
Yes.
He's a little bit more agile.
No question he's dropped weight. Much more effective and running the floor better, getting off, got better legs this year.
Back to a 10-point ball game. Here's C, the penetration. He's cut off by Millage. Richie trying to face Pruitt up, and he traveled.
And I think Pruitt has adjusted so well from early in the game when Richie hurt him with some back-to-the-basket moves. He's positioning himself very well.
And the Sun Devils forcing a lot of turnovers from the Beavers here in the second half. It's a 10-point game. Devils will have it when we come back.
Step to the line. Stand up straight.
Add AOL Instant Messaging to your phone for just $2.99 a month, only from VoiceStream.
There you go.
When you buy tires, buy from someone you can depend on. Hillier's Tire and Wheel Center and BF Goodrich Tires. The right tires on your car or truck make the difference on the rain-soaked highways and icy roads of the Northwest. Hillier's wants you to get through the winter safely, without any problems. We've been serving Salem for over 22 years. Bring your car into Hillier's and we'll give you advice you can afford on tires, brakes, and alignments. For safe winter driving, depend on BF Goodrich Tires from your trusted neighbor, Hillier's Tire and Wheel Center.
Remember the Queen of Hearts? Well, she recently fell in love, thanks to the MatchLink Singles Network. Yes, she found her perfect match without having to browse through hundreds of ads. Now they do everything together. Sledding in the park, cuddling by a warm, cozy fire. They even went on a romantic vacation together. Yes, another happy ending. And your love life can have one too. The MatchLink Singles Network. It's safe, confidential, and enrollment is free.
There's a guy wearing his Fox Sports Net Christmas present. I like that. Oregon State leads it by 10, 11:55 left. They're going to need Philip Ritchie down the stretch here.
Yeah, and they're getting Philip Ritchie. He's got a myriad of moves near the goal. You see him back to the basket. He can certainly finalize a great pass there by C, and he's just a tough guy. So he's got the 12 points. He's 5 of 7 from the field, and he's just a very good all-around player. And don't forget, he sat the majority of the first half with 2 fouls. So he did much of that damage, probably only played 10, 12 minutes of this game.
This is Howard in the ball game now. As again, Rob Evans is looking for a combination that works. He's got Millage and Braxton in the backcourt. Redditch is on. That's Millage with pull-out. They need him to start scoring too. Don't go anywhere yet. Some Devils, you have the feeling, still have a run in them.
Well, they love to spread it out, don't they? You've got 5 guys on the outside. Finally, they get Ritchie with the ball, but they're looking for a backdoor. He's just a tough guy to handle.
Yeah, he really is. Redditch stuck an elbow in.
Arizona State foul on number 42, Sean
Another thing he brings to the table, Barry, he's a pretty good ball handler. He can move away and go to his left and utilize his dribble. Oh, look out now. Now maybe man-to-man. So look at Ritchie if he can find him.
Well, to see if he does find Ritchie, but Ritchie has to scramble to control it. Ritchie, look at this. Turnaround, knocked away from behind by Tommy Smith. Nice job by Smith. There's Smith again, got a good look. Missed everything.
And Rob Evans clapping like that's not a bad shot. No, obviously the young man has to set himself, square up, and make a better effort. But certainly a shot that you don't mind him taking.
Another clear out there, showed a little pressure. Now Maston, they'll bring it across the timeline.
Maston's doing a nice job on the ball up the court.
Smith steps in front.
Look out.
Finished.
Look out. Look out. Look, don't look now, but it's 47-41.
Yeah, another point game and another steal. Well, you talked about the fact the Sun Devils made a lot of steals. They didn't in the first half, but now back-to-back. And a trap. Boy, does that cost them.
Well, Tommy Smith was not very effective in the first half. We talked about him at the top of the show saying, hey, this guy's coming on. Look at the agility, the dexterity. He can finalize at the rim, and he can make plays. And then right after that, the Sun Devils get a steal, and Smith walks with the ball. But now you notice they're extending the defense, trying to pressure, and see if there's almost another steal.
They did get it, yep.
Oop, don't technical. Don't hit the ball on the ground. Now that's a great move by the official not to call the tee.
That's right.
Miller's just got a little out of control, but don't penalize him. A great effort to get on the ground, and they're going to say that that Curtis Millage bumped the man, and then he slams the ball on the ground and on the floor. But the official kept his composure and did a beautiful job. Glad to see he did not call his technical.
Haywood comes off a screen. Now they leave for Maston for 3. No. Millage with the rebound. Tosses it off of Haywood. Nice job by Millage.
I sense a revitalized Arizona State team, don't you? I mean, they all of a sudden have picked it up a notch and are playing the kind of basketball they're capable. They're trying hard at the defensive end. They haven't had shots fall, but you can tell their energy level's up.
Well, it's only a 6-point game now, so Millage pull up off the top of the backboard. They're going to get a foul before, they say. Going to be called on Maston.
On Philip Ritchie.
Well, they call Ritchie.
His third personal, Beavers.
That'll be his third, and will send Millage to the line to possibly make this a 4-point game. Well, you had the feeling that the Sun Devils had a run left in them. We just mentioned it.
Coming into this game, Arizona State had played 8 games. And they had 73 steals in 8 games compared to the 9 games that Oregon State played and had 31 steals. So you know the Rob Evans team can pilfer the ball, and they didn't in the first half. Well, they're doing it in the second half, and it's paying off.
Orange 1 out of 2, but Smith will give him another chance, and they own the boards. Smith trying to drive baseline. Joe C steps in front, but it's still going to be Arizona State ball.
Well, this is a calculated gamble by Richie McKay to bring Brian Jackson back with 4 fouls, but he senses some urgency here, and he feels the game's getting away from him.
I suspect Rob Evans will counter with Pruitt at some point, too.
Now the zone, because you want to protect Jackson with the 4 fouls, so you don't want him fouling out and force the Sun Devils to make some perimeter goals.
Village got a good look. He got it.
How do you like it? Here comes Arizona State.
It is a 2-point ball game.
I think this full court pressure has really paid dividends for him.
I think Village has been a difference maker also on both ends of the floor.
He has. Almost a foul there. Jackson has to be careful not to be moving on the screens on the perimeter.
Here's Richie. Has it swatted away. Maston retrieves it. Haywood, good look. Couldn't get it. And now Millage with a rebound. And here come the Sun Devils. Chance to tie or take the lead. And it is thrown away. I thought it might be off of Haywood for a minute, but it wasn't.
Now Millage has to make a better decision in the open court because he threw one to Tommy Smith, and Tommy was moving so fast. He made a great catch not to walk, and then he turned the ball over. So Arizona State can have a little bit of patience. We're right in the game now.
Really extending the defense, doing a very good job defensively are the Sun Devils.
Well, Redditch is defending Richie very well inside.
Smith reached around. He did get a lot of the ball.
Arizona State foul, number 4, Tommy Smith.
Donnell Knight will come into the lineup now for Arizona State.
Well, the defense really has been superb by the Sun Devils, and Tommy Smith just being aggressive, going for the ball, wanted a jump ball, but he definitely made some contact.
It's going to be a shooting situation now, 7th team foul. Jackson will get a shoot.
1-1.
Missed it. And Millage finally comes away with it again. Millage has been all around the ball here in the second half.
Let's see if they zone again or if they man, it's going to be zone. So look at the 1-1-3. Look at the rebounds. I mean, that's the only thing early that kept Arizona State in it, and they have dominated the glass really this afternoon. That might have been trouble.
Millage got another one. He's on fire right now, and this game is tied.
Millage is rolling.
And they've also succeeded in completely taking this crowd out of the game.
And now's the time you better go back to your bread and butter down at 31 if you're Oregon State.
I think they've been trying.
They've been trying. He did
a good job.
Well, I think you go the other way. I think good call.
And that's going to be 4.
The shot that is available for Richie is the turnaround. Instead, he's trying to powerhouse the ball to the basket. And let's give Arizona State some credit. They are standing in a way, they're holding position, and they're getting the call.
Defensively in the second half, doing a great job, and now both the stars of Oregon State in trouble with 4 fouls.
Are you one of the millions of American males who would like increased sexual energy? If you've been considering Viagra as a solution, consider something different. All-natural Enerx. Clinical studies show various ingredients of Enerx enhance sexual energy, increasing desire, performance, and satisfaction. Enerx is all natural with no side effects. With Enerx, you'll feel the increased energy within minutes and with no chemicals. We're so sure you and your mate will be completely satisfied. We'll offer you a 30-day, no questions asked, full refund. Enerx stimulates sexual energy by expanding the blood vessels, causing increased blood flow to specific areas of the body. Unleash the power of Enerx now.
Call 1-800-428-9360 toll-free, and it will be delivered discreetly to your home. Get results using the safe, all-natural alternative, Enerx.
Lincoln, part of the new Hertz Prestige collection. Lincoln, if it's your kind of car, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige collection. Land Rover, part of the new Hertz Prestige collection. Land Rover, if it's your kind of car, Hertz is your kind of car rental company. The Hertz Prestige collection.
Tied at 47, Arizona State on a 19-5 run after the Beavers had taken a 14-point lead early in the half.
And Curtis Miller's going to bury a big part of it. Look at him here against the zone, squares it up, and then he can put it on the ground and shoot the opportunity J. So a big second half. And of course, Miller's one of their leading scorers, very quiet in the first half, but he's come on with the points and very impressive. 7 rebounds, a lot of them at the defensive end. That's a lot for a backcourt player.
Ritchie tried to step in front of Millage. Millage gets it back. Now Pruitt. Donnell Knight over Ritchie. They're leaving Ritchie out there with 4 fouls. Pruitt the turnaround. And again, the boards just beating Oregon State up, and the Devils have a 2-point lead. First lead in forever. Haywood coming back the other way, drew the foul on Pruitt.
And you know the game plan if you're Arizona State. Look, if they're playing us man-to-man, I'm sure Rob Evans and his coaching staff said, take everything to the basket. We've got guys out there in foul trouble. Let's force Ritchie to defend this, take it to the goal, and see if we can punish him right around the rim.
Jackson also with 4 fouls on the bench. ASU now 9 of 13, or rather Oregon State now 10 of 12 at the free throw line. That's keeping him around, but ASU shooting it pretty well as well. As I say that, of course.
Well, it's a long way back from 42-28 because to start the second half, Oregon State came right out, scored a couple of baskets, timeout Rob Evans. And since that timeout, it's been all Sundays.
This is Pruitt, guarded by Ritchie. Yeah, didn't take it to him, did he?
Yeah, got to go to the basket. But go toward the basket, toward the basket.
Ritchie got up, blocked. Village retrieves, and Arizona State getting all kinds of second chances here.
Very aggressive defensive play by Ritchie with the 4 fouls to try to block that shot. He's not backing off.
Now Pruitt brings him outside. Donnell Knight. The 4-man. We're going to go the other way.
We make it a moving screen. Well, those are the kind of possessions that hurt. You got the other team in foul trouble. Let's be stationary on our screens.
Derek Potter back in the Oregon State lineup now. Just the freshman. He's a redshirt freshman. This is Ritchie trying to back Pruitt down through a crowd. And they did get the jump ball call, but the possession arrow was Oregon State's. They're doing a nice job defensively on Ritchie.
Smart play by Redditch to drop down. Watch Redditch. Look at Redditch come over and double up. He had good presence of mind to try to negate Ritchie inside, and they have for most of this second half.
Tommy Smith back in the Arizona State lineup, and Donnell Knight will take a seat. Village almost stepped in front again. Now Matson takes it back the other way. A little off balance, and he still gets it to go. That's a big turnaround.
So just when you think that Arizona State's getting another steal, Adam Maston bails him out. That was a hard shot.
Sure was. And Rob Evans wants a timeout. It was a 1-point ball game with 5:43 remaining. Rob not at all pleased with the guys in the striped shirts right at the moment.
Yeah, and he thought here you have a steal, and it looked like Chad Pruitt tweaked his ankle there going for the ball. But how about Adam? Can I take it in with the left hand off the glass? Maston, what a play. And a good hustle effort by Oregon State.
And that's the first field goal for Oregon State in more than 8 minutes. So a long dry spell from the field for Oregon State. They lead it by a point. You know, tomorrow, a doubleheader on ACC Sunday Night Hoops. First, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights take on Roger Mason and the 5th-ranked Virginia Cavaliers. And then it'll be the Tulane Green Wave. We'll look to stop Tony Akins and Georgia Tech's Yellow Jackets. Coverage begins at 3 o'clock Pacific right here on Fox Sports Net, your exclusive home for Sunday night ACC basketball. One of your old recruits is a guest commentator.
Yeah, Ralph Sampson. One of my old recruits. I had a cameo visit with Ralph and didn't really want to come to the West Coast. And Mark Price, obviously one of the great guards in Georgia Tech history. So make sure you watch ACC basketball on Fox Sunday night.
Right now, Oregon State is not in a very good rhythm, and they were for most of this ball game up until about the last 5 or 6 minutes. Mast into the basket.
Coming up big.
Here's Millage trying to get around Haywood, and Haywood grabbed him. Well, Millage, pretty quick first step.
Just taking the game over now. Oregon State going man-to-man, clear out of side, and Haywood not slow in his own right. Here's Adam Maston. He's going to end. Now he's a lefty, and he's going to circle all the way to the goal. And of course, he's left-handed, so you got to move over, rotate the defense, give the guy some help, get in the way so he doesn't take it in for an uncontested shot. But good job by Oregon State.
Trying to get the ball to Pruitt. Now they do. Potter is guarding Pruitt now. Dodd got in the lane, leave it for Pruitt. Pruitt couldn't get it off the window, and a nice look. Now C for Oregon State. Beavers lead it by 3. Big possession right here, I think. Ritchie trying to get it over Smith and couldn't do it. They're just doing a great job front and back on Ritchie. And the other way, Millage finishes. Boy, they quick.
They're doing a great job, and I really believe Ritchie has to make an adjustment. The shot they're giving him is the 7-8-footer, but he has the mindset to take it straight to the basket every time.
Haywood the scoop too hard. Smith the rebound. Didn't touch anything.
I think the Arizona State, why not find out who Ritchie's guarding right now? I mean, it might be worth a shot. It's Tommy Smith, who's not a real good inside player. He's a better outside guy. But why not try to post him up and let him use the dribble and go to the goal?
Pruitt draws the crowd. He'll back it out. He'll take that shot. He can make it. Misses off the left side. Bodies falling everywhere. Millage and Haywood go down hard. It's going to be Arizona State ball when we come back. 3:40 left in the game. The game's all teed up, waiting for somebody to take it. Beavs by 1.
Go. 3, 2, wait.
Swordfish.
Not everything ends the way you think it should.
Watch it now on pay-per-view.
Don't worry about when it's time to change your wiper blades. Get Smart Blade. It outperforms standard blades, and its exclusive wear indicator tells you when it needs replacing. Smart Blade. It's time for a change.
You've got a lot to do, but time is running out for you to make your money count. Now till January 2nd, keep America rolling with 0% financing on almost every new 2002 Chevy car and truck. Plus, get $1,000 bonus cash on Chevy Silverado or Avalanche, or $500 bonus cash on other select models. 0% APR plus bonus cash ends January 2nd. Make your money count now at your Chevy dealer.
The last word with Jim Lowe. Green Bay Sports Talk, as you know it.
ACC basketball. Rutgers looks to stop the explosive run and gun attack of Roger Mason and top 5 power Virginia. Then, teams on the rise square off as Tulane looks to take down Georgia Tech. ACC Sunday Night Hoops tomorrow on Fox Sports Net. Basketball evolved to its highest state.
We welcome you back. It's a 1-point Oregon State lead. Arizona State will have the ball. Tomorrow, it's another full day of NFL action. We begin with the undisputed champion of pregame shows, Fox NFL Sunday. Then Brian Urlacher and the Bears look to stay in the hunt for the NFC Central title. I think they won it, didn't they? when they battle Stephen Davis and the Redskins team looking to stay in the playoff race themselves. Or Evan Smith and the Cowboys will look to stop Jake Plummer and the Cardinals, plus other regional action. Coverage beginning at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific right here on Fox.
Well, that's a devastating statistic right here. 14 offensive rebounds for Arizona State to 2 for Oregon State. So obviously that has fueled the run in the second half by the Sun Devils.
Got plenty of time on the shot clock here. Randall draws a crowd. Howard penetrate, kick out Pruitt. Too long. Randall runs it down. There's another offensive rebound. Now reset the offense.
They might have some patience now, and of course Oregon State trying to match up, and they're working hard, but not getting it off the glass.
Doc missed everything. Had a pretty good look, and here's another one. Crandall steps in front, 16-2 on the offensive glass. 2 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. It is a 1-point Beavers lead, but they really have gone dead in the water here in the second half.
Well, and the one thing that they have not done a very good job, obviously, that they're not able to get it off on misses. So important, if you're Richie McKay, you may want to make the adjustment, rebound your guards, let's get everybody in the lane. And when you play that zone, you don't have that man-to-man responsibility. And Arizona State just has been terrific getting more opportunities.
Well, as we've said, it's a case in the Pac-10 Conference that you have to win at home and hope to get what you could get when you're on the road. And that's what Rob Evans is trying to do, is gain a split on the road after losing up the road at Matt Court in Eugene the other night. Here he's got 2 minutes and 46 seconds to get back into it. His team trails by 1. They trailed by as many as 14 at the start of the second half. I think the discussion right here is whether or not Dodd's shot hit the rim. And it did.
I think it hit the rim. It hit the rim coming off the glass. And you know what? I'm glad the officials are looking at a monitor to make this call, and they're looking at the right monitor. They have a monitor in the midcourt area. It seemed to me the ball hit the glass. The ball hit the glass and the rim, and of course that constitutes, if it hits the rim, you get a U24. Looked like it hit the back part of the rim after it came off the glass. So if it doesn't, if they felt, here, oh, look at this camera work. Well, on that shot there, when they brought it back, it was,
it's very close.
It is very close. So if it does not hit the rim, the shot clock, you don't get that reset and U35. See, I thought it hit it after it hit the glass, but it really is very...
Well, it looked like it did to me, too. Why would the ball go that way, in that direction, if it didn't hit the side of the rim? So the discussion continues. Dave Levy, one of the senior officials, a guy who has worked the Final Four on a couple of different occasions. Final game, as a matter of fact, as I recall, on one.
Yeah, Dave, one of the premier officials in the country. So, and I love this, that they're able to take a look at it.
And now they're looking at Pruitt's shot, and that one also hit the rim. But you got to like that, you know, that they're talking to each other, talking to the coaches, talking to the timekeeper, looking at the replays that they are allowed to look at and make it right.
Make it right is the key. And get an opportunity to look at it and correct one of these. If you think it's an error, let's take a look at the monitor, and they did. And so the shot clock will remain exactly where it is. Both shots hit the rim.
So they start with a 30-second shot clock. 2:40 remaining in the game. Devils trail by 1.
Well, and Pruitt's being brought up. Now he has to take it. Well, he faded away.
Yeah, in and out. And Richie clears for Oregon State. Pruitt's struggling a little bit offensively in the second half. That's Richie's first rebound in the game.
Pruitt fronting Richie now. So they love to clear out and lob it over the top. Now he's going to play behind him.
And Richie leaning toward the basket, knocks it down. That's a big basket.
and that's the shot that's available. The turnaround in the lane. What's not available now is his ability to take it all the way inside because they're playing good possession.
Jackson is back on, also playing with 4 fouls. Ritchie controls that. Village a little bit out of control that time. Now let's see if Oregon State can try to use some clock here. Ron Mastic going wall to wall. This is short.
I thought your call was a good one. That might have been a time to back it out. Nice pass.
All alone. Well done by Dodd. What a big play that is, and it makes it a 1-point game.
Dodd and Millage. Dodd with the ball, the trigger man, Millage running the floor. What a look, though, by Kyle Dodd. The bounce pass, Gary. The bounce pass. Very effective.
Ralph Miller would love it,
He would love that. Ralph would absolutely have loved that pass.
So a timeout with 1:17 left. Beavers have the ball and the lead, but just by 1. And you go back and think about the conceivability of running a little clock on the last possession. Watch Dodd on this play finding Millage.
Yeah, look at that bounce pass through traffic, and of course, Millage beating the defense down the floor, but guard to guard for the easy score after the quick shot by Oregon State at the other end. And
that was that shot that they were looking at to see whether or not it did hit the rim. And it was another offensive rebound for Arizona State. And that really is what kept them into the game when they weren't generating a lot of offense, and now all of a sudden they are.
You can always stay in the game if you absolutely dominate your opponent on the glass, even though you're not having a good shooting game and you play good defense.
Remember, both Jackson and Ritchie for Oregon State with 4 personal fouls. Here's the game reset. Arizona State has just 1 timeout, which in the case they'll have a whole bunch of them. Now the team foul situation, Oregon State has something to use. Going the other way. A little freshman mistake there.
Yeah, it looked like either a 5-second call or a travel, but right away, some pressure defensively, and Oregon State turns it over. So now another opportunity. And as you said, only 3 team fouls by the Beavers. So they do have fouls to take if they decide to go man-to-man and get aggressive.
You would think they would have to do that once you
right. At this point, yeah.
Close game. If it turns into a free throw shooting contest, you got to make sure. Dodd. Probably not a well-advised shot. Ritchie with another rebound. Here's Joe C. Give it up to Jackson coming down the lane and fills it.
Well, what a play by C. Got to retrace your steps in a hurry.
Millage coming back the other way with a left hand. A little short, tries to get his own rebound. Can't do it. Out of bounds to Oregon State.
Joe C. just made a spectacular play in traffic to find Jackson going to the basket. Now, you got to look foul right away if you're Arizona State. Cannot allow much time to expire, and I'm sure Rob Evans is going to relay that message to his players.
35 seconds left. Boy, the whole tempo of the game changed a great deal in the second half.
Well, it changed because Arizona State started to pick up defensively. They got some steals. They get it in the open court. Millage with a big game, and they really did a nice job just taking care of business on the boards. And I think Oregon State played a little tentative. But Rich McKay's got to be happy. You got a 3-point lead. You got the ball out of bounds. He's got to tell his guys, be secure with the ball. They're going to foul you immediately.
Richie McKay is a guy who came here last year. As you said earlier, he didn't have a lot of available bodies. Now he does have a full deck, and you can really start to see this team beginning to emerge.
Last year was a long year and got some gray hairs to prove it, but I was really pleased with our guys, especially down the stretch. We established some foundational pieces in our program, such as being competitive in every game, not making excuses for why we're not going to be successful, but having a determination to still try and get the desired outcome.
Well, they had a game that Richie thought they could have won against Arizona. Certainly they could have won. They had a chance to tie it at the end of the game, but they didn't get that one, and winning is a big habit, I think, and you've talked about that as a coach all the time.
And Arizona does have that habit, don't they? They do win often.
But I tell you that some of you may have to leave this broadcast before the game is over.
Foul number 2, Donnell Knight. His second personal, 9th team foul.
So Oregon State will go to the free throw line now. They are 10 of 13 at the line. Maston will shoot.
Boyd North in for the Beavers for Brian Jackson. Chad Pruitt checks back in along with Kenny Crandall for the Sun Devils.
So Adam Maston at the free throw line. Oregon State has shot it, as we said, very well at the free throw line.
And of course, Barry Maston, an 87% free throw shooter. So he's a guy, if you're Richie McKay, you've got a 3-point lead with 32 seconds left. Yeah, you want him to the line.
Wasn't pretty, but it went down.
Yeah. It did have some contact on the rim before it fell, but it did go down. So 4-point lead, 32 to go for Oregon State. And obviously still plenty of time. And you might think if you're Arizona State right now, you might be thinking 3 on the next possession.
Maston gets them both. It is a 5-point Oregon State lead. Dodd will push it. Dodd going end to end. And he got it.
Timeout, timeout, timeout. Timeout.
Yep. Rob Evans wanted that a little bit quicker than he got it, actually. 26 seconds left. Now it's a 3-point ball game. That's Rob Evans' last time out, incidentally.
If you're Rob Evans right now, Barry, you got to be telling your guys, the one guy we don't want to foul is Maston. So make sure whomever is guarding him, let's face guard him, force someone else to handle the ball.
Well, a reminder that New Year's Eve, it's the second annual Silicon Valley Football Classic. David Carr and the 20th ranked Fresno State Bulldogs will get it on with TJ Duckett and the Michigan State Spartans. The second annual Silicon Valley Football Classic is New Year's Eve at 3 p.m. That's 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific, only on Fox Sports Net. Meanwhile, the respective coaches giving last advice for Rob Evans. It is last advice because he has no more timeouts to use. Richie McKay still has a couple if he wants them.
Yeah, and I think if you're Rob Evans, the other thing you got to remember, they steal the ball with frequency. So it would not hurt to play 5 or 6 seconds of defense to see if you can get a steal and then a quick score instead of fouling right away, especially if they're able to inbound the ball to Adam Maston. Let's play some defense. Maybe we can get that steal. We've got a very quick team on the floor. So be aggressive if you're Arizona State.
Well, they certainly do have that. They've got all quick hands out there right now. Smith, Dodd, Braxton, Millage, and Knight. They converge on Maston and reach in on him. And as you said, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
You don't see that very often on that out-of-bounds play. Haywood and Maston were two guys standing out of bounds. Maston passed it to Haywood, and then Maston stepped in bounds. And a very effective play. It's something you have to work on end of game, late in the game. And a nice job by Richie McKay and Oregon State to get Maston the basketball.
So Maston will try to put this game away for Oregon State. Nice little run by Arizona State to get back in it in the second half, but the Beavers put the fire out here.
Well, I don't think this is totally over yet, but I think now if you're the Sun Devils, a 2, and you don't have timeout, so a 2 isn't going to do you a whole lot of good. I think you have to be looking 3, aggressive defense, steal, and foul. But if they can come down and make a long-range shot, they still have a shot at this game.
Maston gets them both. It's a 5-point ball game, so still 2-possession game. Here's Dodd. And they're going to get Joe C. reaching in, and that stops the clock.
Stops the clock, but it's still not a bad foul because it's only the 5th team foul on Oregon State. So they got fouls to take. So, you know, it's not a bad play. If you're Rich McKay, foul him again, as long as they're not reacting shooting. Like right there. See, he was going after him. I think that's a pretty good play.
Now it's 18 seconds. So they've managed to use 6 seconds of the clock.
That's a heads-up play by seeing.
Second.
And Rich McKay said, okay, that's enough. We don't want to foul him again. You got to make sure you communicate that. You could take C out of the game because you think maybe C is going to foul one more time.
So 18.8 seconds left, a 5-point game. They got to think 3 here. Village drops it down low to Pruitt. He gets it down. Now they got to get a steal.
And no timeouts left. Of course, the clock stops after a score. Got to foul this guy right here, and not Adam Master. Boy, they had a chance when Richie had the ball. They put an 88% free throw shooter or a guy that's in the 60s. So you just got to be heads up in that situation.
Well, Richie McKay was telling us he gets this win today. That makes them 6-4. Then they have a couple of games that are very winnable for them. They play Fort Wayne. That's Indiana, Purdue, Fort Wayne. And then they play Lehigh, and both games fall into that winnable category before they go down and play Arizona State in Tempe. And this team has not started 8-4 since, what do you tell us, 1996, I believe.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Well, you can go all the way back to the Gary Payton years of 89-90, and it was the last time that the Beavers have had a winning record. So that's a long dry spell. And I think this young man right here is one of the bright coaches in the country, and I really believe he's going to right the ship here in Corvallis. He's got a very competitive team on the floor this year.
Yes, he does. I think that's the thing about the Pac-10 in general. I think there's enough talent that teams that you say are not supposed to win do have the ability to win a game on occasion against a team that may actually be better than them. Dodd misses a 3, and this one's in the books. And Oregon State has won it. And Richie McKay, who, as we said, is trying to teach his team how you win, I think took a step forward today.
Yeah, they really did. He's going to work on rebounding. Obviously, that's an area of concern. And if you're Arizona State, they made a heck of a comeback in the second half, and they just could not get in a position to control the game. But outstanding effort by Oregon State. Like I said, in the Pac-10, important to hold serve at home, and the Beavers did it this afternoon.
I think they did. A reminder that our next Pac-10 telecast will be Saturday, December 29th. Dan, you and I will be up in Pullman for the USC Trojans and the Washington State Cougars. Game time 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific. That'll be followed by the Stanford Cardinal against Michigan State in the Pete Newell Classic. Game time 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific. Check your local listings. For many of you, your regional sports report comes your way tonight at 10. Check your local listings for that. 62-57 ball game here. Oregon State beats Arizona State. For Dan Valwamini, I'm Barry Tompkins. So long, everybody.